Hello, hello. It's been, I don't know how many months since I've been live and uploaded a video. Probably 4 months since I've been live and 4 months or so since I've uploaded a video. But hey, I'm back. Nat is back. How are you guys? I hope you're all okay. No camera on me today, just on the table with a slightly different video. Most of you know I do a little bit of reselling and I follow loads of YouTubers who do reselling, and so the people that I visit regularly on their channels, they'll know that we'll have that common subject. Anyway, we're going to talk about eBay parcels. So how do people package the eBay parcels? You might be a new seller thinking, how do I package my stuff? Well, if you watch this video, you might get a bit more of an idea from how different people package stuff. You might not receive the same parcels as what you're selling, so you might not kind of always know how it comes in the post and how it gets mishandled and so on. So we're going to look at a few parcels and see if you can guess if it was a reseller parcel or if it was just a normal person, just a normal family member. I've got to make sure I don't keep sharing the address buttons and so on. That doesn't make me feel relaxed. Do you reckon this is a bin bag? I don't know. It looks like a bin bag. So when you're thinking about selling stuff on eBay, how would you want to open it? Are you going to have a really angry customer when you wrap something so hard you can't get in it? Like, I can get in it there and then I can get my scissors in, but you kind of want an edge sometimes, a corner. But I've got this little tool. I had it from a former job. They didn't want it when I left, so I was able to peel it off. So bin liner, I would say they probably meant well, keeping it tucked in. I haven't actually got my chat open to see if I've got any comments from you guys, from you lovely folk. I can't see the board, but thank you guys for popping in. It's nice to be back. It's nice to be back. Hey Scarlett, how are you doing? How's your Spanish coming on? Last time I spoke, you were working on that and treadmill and bits and bobs. Anyway, I digress. So this is fairly well packaged, but I'm finding it hard to get into. So I wouldn't advise the multiple tape wrapped round. Should we call this the mummification eBay packaging? The super cautious. Do you think they've been super cautious? And petite. Hey James, lovely to see you. I've been off at YouTube for so long, but I will catch up with what everyone's doing. How is it going? I see you're having a great time. Well, you can see, Scarlett, that James speaks Spanish, so have a nice chat to him in the chat. James is in Mexico. So now we've got to the nitty gritty. Let's flip it over. Bit of bubble wrap again. Oh, it's great to see you guys. Yeah, I just have not done a single thing with YouTube. Yeah, it's I also rate a parcel on how easily you can recycle the packaging. Like, this is really hard to recycle because I can't get an edge of the tape. There you go. We're just looking at different packaging. I will do an unboxing of the toys video another time. Just got to get back in the saddle, you know. I'm so close to my 4,000 hours, but because I was really going for it last year, I had a good May, June, July, August. If I stop soon, the momentum, I will lose all of those great watch hours I had last year. So I'm going to keep getting back. I'm going to push myself to get back onto it. So the parcel got a bit squishied in the post. So I would perhaps, if it was a squidgy box like that, put a piece of cardboard on top to give the box some structure, just to make it overlap a little bit. And the same here, so it doesn't get squished under the weight. But yeah, we'll do an unboxing of that another time. So I think that was I would probably put money on it being just a normal non-reseller, non-retail eBay seller. There we go. Next one. This one is that kind of, what do you guys think? Peter, lovely to see you. Hey. I was thinking about you when I went to a farm and did some videos on the beautiful wildlife. I haven't seen your channel so much lately, so I don't know what you put on there. But Peter's from all the way over in New Zealand, am I right? Have I remembered correctly? So this parcel, I always feel you should tuck your parcels in and tape them, so there's less room for movement. What do you guys think? Do you think it's better to be able to grab, for the postman to be able to grab that and carry that, so they're less likely to drop it when they're carrying stuff from the van? Any thoughts? Any thoughts? Now I could, yeah. I think this is an amateur, not a reseller. What do we think? Australia. Sorry, Melbourne. Melbourne. There we go. Still a very exotic location. Oh, look. I think we've got a bin liner, like a pedal bin liner. Yeah. So I'm just going to chuck this all on the floor. It's a bit like Christmas Day, isn't it? The kids just chuck paper everywhere. Great to see you guys, though. Peter agrees not too loose on the parcel. See, that came open, and there was not a lot of protection to stop that poking through and poking a hole over time. These are boxed nicely. I mean, you know, grouped up. No breakages from what I can see. So that's one. I think that's definitely not a reseller. Next one. It's airtight. Woo! I'm not going to make it pop. I'm just going to take my little tool and see. I'll have a look for you guys. I'll see if I can find one of these tools on the internet. Link it in the description. Double bagging, double bagging. Woohoo! That's another concept, isn't it? Double bag, 2 bags. So it's super, super good for this weather. With the pandemic now meaning that post people, couriers don't leave stuff outside. Well, they have to leave it outside if they can't get a signature. It gets wet. So, but I quite like this packaging. Nice. Oh, look, they've wrapped it with care. You see, if you're selling on eBay and you think, I'd like to receive a parcel like this, this looks lovely, you're going to write a nice review, aren't you, if you receive this? So maybe think how your customers would be delighted with a lovely look. Look at that. You see, you're buying cute little dresses for your little girl, and they come nicely wrapped. Yay! I hope I haven't left this too long to open, and she's now too big for it, too small for it, too big. 3 to 4, she might just fit in it. She hasn't got any parties to go to, but well, she has actually coming up. Granddad's birthday. Do you want to see this one? No point doing an unboxing just for 2 dresses, so add it to this video. Peter says the tighter the parcel, the less chance of wear and tear. That is, you've summarised exactly my thoughts on that. I couldn't eloquently put how I was trying to say. Look at that. It's got a lot of puff. Look at all those layers. Wow. That's gorgeous. Look at that. That is from an unknown brand, Cinderella 40. Yeah, that is lovely. Okay, another parcel. It's from China. This is from a Chinese seller. And so for them, it's got to go overseas. Is it airmail? It must be airmail, isn't it? It takes about 2 or 3 weeks, though, but it's still, I believe it's airmail still. And this is a bit of a bubble bag. I think it's hit and miss sometimes with products from China that are plastic. But they came out okay. Now, in case you're wondering, these are the pump bottles that you can use for foaming. So when you have your soap and your fancy products and you want them to last long and you don't want too much when you pump, you put it in here. And the sponge and the little contraption foams it up. You actually add about 2/3 water to your soap mix. These are about £3 a bottle, but they're fantastic and it's great for you can use it for dish soap, you can use it for face cleanser, Hand wash is the best use because it's the right thickness. So yeah, worth a shot. And let's see another one. This one is how we all used to have parcels years ago. When you're a child, you think, okay, this is a parcel. So I love putting things in paper. It just takes me ages because you've got to do all the taping, but that's really nicely taped. So my darling little girl is wonderful. Thank you for asking. She is such a sweetie. Thank you. They were your words, weren't they? Not mine. But I think she's a darling little girl. She is great. She's actually finally back having fun with her family for once. Last time I spoke to you guys, I was getting a bit stressed out being on lockdown because I couldn't do much. Now I'm able to work around her. I'm going to have to wreck this because I can't get it up. But she's having fun. She's larger than life. Still, would you expect anything less from her? So this, they've made it look pretty, but they've reused an old box, but they've stamped it over. And then it's got to do some, actually you can do it on this side of the tool. Try not to show the address in case it does come through from whoever sent this. Peter says maybe I should sell on eBay, have a couple of steam engine truck toys. You probably only need to sell a few things, Peter, in that case, and you'll get some good money. So they're worth quite a bit. Yay, look at all this different packaging. So this is someone who buys a lot of stuff off eBay and has all the packaging. Or, see, that is it. You see, the same box as we had before. A little small one that's got indentations in it. You know, it's got that big hollow in the middle. These guys have shoved it in a box. Yes, it's a reused box, but we're not bothered, are we really? You know, what do you guys think when you get a reused box from just a normal seller, not a reseller or a company? But it's always great to have these, to reuse them, recycle them, and just to pad it out nicely, and it's done the job. Although the tape pulled it all in, didn't it? But hey, maybe he should have wrapped this in the paper. I don't know. Comments, thoughts. So inside bits are bagged up as well. So I can get those bits out with you guys. It's a really cute little cowboy set. Look at that. Oh, Playmobil is brilliant. I find it so rewarding. So that's another type. We've got one more parcel. This is the bin liner type again. I mean, bin liners must be super cheap, but really, aren't eBay bags cheaper? I feel like I should write on my pile of bags how much they were so I can remember when I'm pricing up the postage cost. I never really know fully. So I'm going to start. Don't forget your likes, guys. I'd really appreciate that. If you pop a little like on there for me, that would really help me out. So this is a reused box with some more little whatsits. But I don't believe it's from a reseller. I need something to put these in. I don't normally have to do a little show presentation of these. But like I said, I just forced myself to do a video on it. But how are you guys? Have I asked you that properly? How are you all? So, garage sales, going to garage sales. Yes. We don't have garage sales. We have car boot sales, if the weather's all right. And jumble trails are slowly coming in. Maybe this year they'll be more popular. I'm going to start, used to collect and sell on eBay. Yeah, it's definitely a thing, isn't it, guys? Scarlett, do you resell? Or are you just interested in it? So this packaging was pretty good. A nice sturdy box and just kept water. So the ultimate combination from what we've seen today, if you were to learn from just these items when sending things out to customers from eBay, is a sturdy box. Trumps everything. A real sturdy box. Doesn't matter how it looks. Fill it full of whatsits. What are they called? I can't remember. Do you guys like the sound? Look, do you want some sound? What about the squeaky sound? Can't get it. Do it. Ooh. Yeah, we're not doing ASMR, are we? And look, a cute little washing line. So this is another camping set. Summer fun camping set. I'm just trying to make up some sets. And yeah, so as I said, the basis for eBay packages seems to be strong packaging to protect the delicate goods and the waterproof packaging. Tighter, more secure is better than, look at this little table, than having it all loosely packaged and flippy floppy. I'm just going to check comments, see if there are any more bits of feedback on it. Second job tomorrow. Oh, wicked. Yeah, I had my first one. I was really worried, but it wasn't too bad actually. But I was, yeah. You don't resell yet as you've been shielding. I see. Cool. Yeah. I surgery is. You've been a busy bee. There's lots going on, isn't there? So it's good though. Everyone's happy. There's been a lot of positive stuff going on. I would say if you guys rate in the comments if you're watching this back as a broadcast, as a fixed video or not, pop in the comments how much from 1 to 10 you are a warrior for packaging. Like, do you over package? If you're a full over packager, put 10. My fingers look purple. It's the line. Put they don't look in real life. Put 10 if you're a full packager. If you wrap something up in extra. If you send a puzzle and you put a puzzle in a box or you make a box, you are a 10. If you just wrap a puzzle up in brown paper, that would probably be a 1 or a 2. Super chilled. If you put it in bubble wrap, maybe a 5. And I hope it goes on. I hope you guys, sorry, I'm just reading the comments. Someone says, I hope you have luck with the surgery. Definitely. I hope it goes really well because that must be really scary. So I hope it goes well. Greg is in the house. Hey, I haven't been online for so long, but I've just done the whole packaging video all about I've forgotten, all about different packaging. How do people package their items? Now, overseas people, you guys might have different trends. You guys get these mailer boxes in the States, don't you, where they're already, it's all part of the pricing, and the pricing is based on the box and the size, so therefore the weight has no relevance. We have to buy our boxes, or at least I do. I can't find any small ones from the shops and places when I get friendly with the staff and they say, oh, hey, here's some boxes for you. They're usually boxes for shelves where half the packaging's been cut out, or it's beer or orange juice, and I kind of think, oh, I can't package stuff up like that for customers. But what do you think, guys? Is it okay to package something in a box where it's been used for food, but the food has been wrapped, it's been tucked away? If you're a reseller, do you think that's acceptable? We have to keep costs down. eBay takes a percentage of our postage cost as well. So how is that fair? Peter says he is a 7 to a 10 packager. And it just gets more expensive when you package so well. The extra bubble wrap makes it bigger in volume, which pushes it into Hermes parcel size, not Royal Mail if you go too big. If you go big in the 16 centimeters tall, but you've got 35 by 45 width and length, you're okay. But if you've got 16 height or more, then you've got to go with, you can't send with Royal Mail small parcel for £3.20 or £3. So it's it's an interesting one. Peter says, I think you should pump up the price of 5 to 10% for your package costs. Absolutely, definitely. Or at least I put the price on my packaging in there on top. I just haven't. It's just a shame where you put your postage costs and then eBay takes the fee off that as well. And it's just like, seriously, I want to package my items really well for the customer, for peace of mind, and we're all getting penalised. The customer's getting penalised because we're putting the price up. So I guess it's just the more you sell. And here's another school of thought. How about your speed? Is it acceptable to spend a bit more on the packaging to be able to package more items per hour? So this kind of packaging is great because it's just a box. You make the box up, you fold it, you tape it. Some people would just put a piece of tape across the top and ship it straight out. So if it's a brand new box, it's really quick to package, and you just put these little void fill bits in there. I personally don't have these. I do now, but I use old bits of paper. I probably will use old books actually to package things up in. Books that you just can't make any money on. You can't send to Music Magpie. You can't sell on eBay because the bookshops have got the monopoly on them. And old book pages would only go to landfill if people didn't recycle them properly. So torn out book pages to pad it out might not be a bad idea, so long as the cost doesn't push up the rate. So it's an interesting one. But I think, your distribution, your shipping table, your desk area needs to be really clean and easy to get to. So whatever you do package, if you've got to keep reaching up and digging out bubble wrap in the corner of your room because it's tucked out the way, and then you've got to clear a table to cut it and roll it, that's probably going to be harder. So maybe the boxes are easy because they stack flat and you pop them in. For me, the problem I see is when we're new, when we're young, not when we're young, but when we're, budding eBay sellers and stuff. We have Chris. Hi, Chris. Nice to see you again. Hey, Chris, I lost a sub last night just watching Rich's show. I don't know what I would have said to offend anyone, but I haven't done anything on YouTube for a few months, so it must have been during Rich's show last night that I lost a sub. But hey, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So thanks for coming in. I hope you're well. Did you have a good time today? Did you manage to get to the boot? Oh no, I don't know if it was you actually. Derek was going, wasn't he? He was really excited about one that was 10 years ago since he's been to it. So Greg says the US Postal Service I'm still here. The US Postal Service do have free boxes you can order online. However, the box size is still taken into consideration. So you want the smallest. Yeah, that's it. So it could be YouTube as well, Scarlett. Yes, where the YouTube just takes off for 1 or 2 subscribers. Greg, no money. Does the US Postal Services charge more now that Biden is president? As we know, he's a joke with taxes. Ooh, says Peter. And my other thing I was talking about with boxes on eBay, selling stuff on eBay, is you have to buy a bundle of boxes. You can't get a multi-pack. So you have to kind of buy. We've just heard now that the smallest is better. However, if you're a new business and you're trying to set up and you're buying boxes, you kind of have to buy several sizes, or do you buy a bit bigger? And therefore, you've got to fill those boxes with void fill and paper, wrapping paper. Wallpaper is a good one. If you find that cheap at a car boot sale, that compacts well and is quite stiff to package your boxes out. So it's a bit of a swings and roundabout. I think before you run out of a certain size box, when you've got about 15 of those boxes left, or maybe 10, you should stop using those and buy the next size up that you need. And then you've got 2 different sizes to choose from. So then you don't have to reorder a full quantity of the small boxes. You just get a different size. I don't know. I am waffling, but I just feel it's quite an interesting point to make about all the intricacies. People don't talk about the intricacies of decision making on shipping. So I'm probably going to share a bit more. Now I've got my dash mount. It's not my dash mount, is it? It's my... You can tell I've missed YouTube, can't you? Little Miss Chatterbox. I'm super, super grateful for you guys being here and popping in, because you might have all vanished since I've been offline for so long. So it's super lovely having you guys here. It's like I've never been away. I'll come back to the comments in 2 seconds. So I will start doing more videos. Now I've got this, it's not a dash mount, it's a desk mount. It's like a boom, which enables me to attach my phone from an above angle with the clippy bit that my phone sits in, and I can twist it round, move it up, do all sorts of stuff with it. But it gives me height, and I can stick it on the side of the desk, so I've got that movement. Previously, I just didn't really have the desk space to do it, and I was just always so busy. So now I hope to work chat to you guys, film while I work, and share a few other angles, and maybe get some new subs. I'm nearly at 1,000. Maybe attract some niche seller, reseller type people, mums at home who are just trying to clear their cupboards, make some pennies, people who like connecting for wellness, being in touch with how to look after yourself, keep yourself happy, that kind of thing. So I'll get onto the comments. Scarlett says maybe YouTube is messing around and therefore she's forever being unsubbed from people and she has to resub. Chris is too lazy to get up for a car boot. I know, it's shocking how early some of them go. Our local ones are all pretty late, but there is one further away that's really early and I just have no chance of getting there, really. But now I teach every weekend. I haven't got any chance of getting to them. But there's a gap next week where I'm not teaching. Some of the kids are off for half term. There was me thinking I would get a lion. Well, no such luck. No such luck. See, I could use this paper as a craft background, so I could just put it in my post-processing pile to just get sorted out, where I just cut all the bits down. Yeah, this has just got to... Do you guys shred the packaging as well? Who's going to get a beer? What time is it? Oh, Peter's in Australia. 11:20 Sunday night. Okay, Peter. I'm going to go in a minute because I have got a lesson. GCSE French pupil. Actually, she's not GCSE. She seems a bit older. She's quite sensible, although she giggles a bit in my lesson. I make her laugh, which is quite cool. It's quite funny. You can tell when youngsters are still young, but they have an older, more mature outlook. And a lot of people that I tutor, in case you guys didn't realise, I've gone back to my language tutoring after the pandemic just wiped out my main work. I've gone online, reshaped everything and started teaching online. And I used to teach online years ago, but the world wasn't ready. They just were not ready for me and my online lessons. Parents wanted human being, face-to-face lessons, which is understandable. And then I just kind of, in case you guys missed it earlier, these beautiful dresses I bought for my daughter on eBay. Really, probably only like £4 or £5 each. I'll have to go back at my inventory and track it. But they are so lovely. Really love those. I've got a lot of tidying to do. Certainly do. But no, the tutoring side of things, I've gone back for a bit, but it's been hard managing it with Annabelle's nap time. Not nap time. She doesn't nap anymore. But getting her to bed, getting her sorted for sleep time, getting dinner sorted, having something to eat myself after she's gone to bed, and my lessons. It's been hard. So I've closed my book off. I'm not taking any more bookings, and I'm just going to start reselling a lot more to increase my income that way, because I can do that anytime with my little one around, although she makes it really hard for me to photograph things, as you guys know. Photograph? What do you guys say? It feels like that word is wrong all the time. Here's me looking at Zoom. I'm not teaching this one on Zoom. Almost everybody is on Zoom. Peter, I teach French and Spanish. I don't have any new uploads, I'm afraid. I haven't done much. This is the thing. I've adapted to not working for most of the last 3 years. I had one client I used to go to every week, 2 boys, and they're on nice fee. Hey, Rich is in the house. Hello. I was just saying I've just done a little opening of all different kinds of eBay reseller packages, and whether they were packaged by resellers or just individual homeowners, people just selling off their stuff. And you can look at the good and the bad. So have a little rewind and join the debate on packaging front. It's weird doing a top-down video, but it means you guys get more content. I haven't been putting any content at all on for the last few months. It's just been chaotic, adapting to being a full-time working mum again, preparing for my lessons, adapting to teaching everything online. I didn't used to teach children online. I used to teach them in my kitchen with tools and props and cool stuff, or I bring craft stuff to their house and we do that sort of thing. Now it's totally different. Everything is online. Everything's in my head. Everything is it's just, you know, the more preparation you do, the better the lesson is. And it's great because I used to travel the world, not the world, I used to travel Europe. And even if I still had a booking for my lessons, I would keep that booking in place. And we would go to the McDonald's and I would do the lesson from there. If we weren't at the hotel that day or whatever. So I've taught from a Spanish balcony. I've taught from a French car park. I've taught in all locations. It was great that I could take my business with me. At the moment, though, it's just a little tricky to teach online because my daughter, trying to group the lessons, I cannot teach when my daughter is around. She will not. She's just 3, you know. She loves her mummy. She needs her mummy, and it's totally understandable that she would want to be able to be with her mum the whole time. So I'm going to kind of drop down the tutoring that I'm doing as people come off the program, as they finish their training for the objective they had. I won't take any more on for a bit. I was trying to do group sessions, so I may switch to try and do 1 or 2 group sessions a week for children and adults, and see which one is most favourite. But I can have American clients too, because I've set the schedule for 5 p.m. on a Saturday for my first kids French group, and that will be my first one that I launch. I just haven't put it on the internet yet. It's there in principle. I've just lost you guys. Here you are. So in the chat, Peter, no uploads, I'm afraid. And thank you, Scarlett. That's really sweet of you. Thank you. Rich, if you're still there, I was saying to Chris, I lost a sub last night on your show because I haven't done any YouTube stuff for months. Watching, chatting. And I kind of thought, oh my goodness, somebody must really hate me to go over to my channel and unsubscribe. It's hilarious, really, but it could just be the algorithm. It could just be that. I'm not worried. I'll get to the 1,000 eventually. Oh yeah, forgot to wave. Looks like I'm not here, doesn't it? Shall we have a little drink break? I'll have some lemonade. Just get ready for my lesson. And I'm going to say goodbye. Oh, Peter, when will my next live be? That is the $1 million question. I never know now. My 4:00 Wednesday show with Amber, I have a lesson at that time now. I'm helping a youngster after school in French, a primary school pupil. So I'm afraid the bell's going to just have to ding, ding. And if you're there, you'll see me. If you're not, you won't. But we'll definitely see each other again soon. It's a hand show. I know. Guys, were any of you here when I just did my nails on camera? I thought, I need to do my nails. I want to do a live stream. Breathe, girl. Breathe. Do you guys put in the comments what number I talk at? If I talk at the right speed, that's 5. If I talk too fast, then it's 6, 7. If I talk way too fast most of the time for you to understand me, put 10. If I talk too slow, it's probably going to be between 5 and 10, isn't it? Greg never looks at his sub count. I can't help it, really. It's just on the same page as the monetization thingy. It's like watching your weight, isn't it? I am going to have to go because it is my... Thank you, Scarlett. I get excited, you see, and people's brains don't process as fast when they listen as when they read. So thanks, guys. Appreciate that. I'm going to have to go. You know me. I hate saying bye-bye. But over and out. I have a lesson. So love you guys. Take care. Have a fantastic Sunday. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Don't forget thumbs up on your way out. Ciao, ciao. Appreciate you guys.